Hey guys, Slendy here for BFNations. After having played some Battlefield 5 here at EA Play, I now have some new gunplay mechanics to explain. DICE have been working hard on making the gunplay in this game be a lot more skillful than in previous titles. And that is actually something I noticed really well. Not just because your gun kicks a lot more and has a lot more recoil, but also because you could actually distinguish good and bad players from each other very easily in gunfights. First of all, we have the spray patterns. I spawned into the base and started shooting at some walls. I did this while standing up, while crouching, and while laying down. The spray pattern, if you did the same action twice, seemed to be very similar to the last time you did it. Therefore, it looks like spray patterns are actually consistent, and recoil in this game is actually a thing that you can learn to control properly. There is no random bullet spread, and shots actually go where you aim. But even though the shots were going where you aim, it was still hard to kill enemies on a range due to how much recoil and how much your gun actually kicks in this game. However, it is possible to learn spray patterns and learn to control the recoil of each weapon, so you could actually master this to become a very skillful player. Due to this, I would say that there's gonna be a lot higher skill ceiling in this game, and you'll actually be able to distinguish good and bad players from each other due to being able to see who is gonna come out as a victor of a gunfight because of their skill. Let's say you can win a gunfight with an enemy even if he has more HP than you, just because you're better at controlling your weapon. That is actually something I really like. I honestly disliked having to spam my weapon hoping to hit a headshot with the random bullet spread, or having enemies do the same to me, and therefore the change here is actually very helpful. When you can distinguish good and bad players from each other due to their gunplay skills, we can actually start talking about competitive play, and actually you may have the right to brag about that you're a good player, not just because you're killing a lot of enemies, but because you're doing it while controlling your recoil very nicely. So this is, in my opinion, exactly what has been needed in terms of the gunplay mechanics in Battlefield. If you do agree with me or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. I would really love to hear your opinion on these new gunplay mechanics. Please make sure you do stick around on the channel, as we will explain more mechanics and more about the game in general in the few days to come. As well as we're gonna release interviews with DICE developers, content creators, and even just random people attending the event. Since you got this far into the video, why not leave the phrase "Käka mat" at the end of your comment, and we will all see how many people made it this far into the video. But once again, thank you all so much for watching. I am President Slendy, and I wish you a fine day.